successful candidates, and his name is Aditya Singh. And Aditya Singh did AMAS 20 batch, little or more than a year back, and he cleared his SSB also on 27th May 2022 from 5 AFSB Guwahati. Now he belongs to Siliguri, so it took him a little while to come and visit us. But see his passion and his love that he's come all the way to AMAS and brought a lot of sweets for all of you to meet the faculty as well as the students. And he's going for Afcat entry, and he's also cleared his CPSS, that is his fit to be a pilot, and also the medical. Now we're just awaiting for the merit list, and I'm sure he will make it high in the merit and make us proud by going into the air. Okay. So first I will gift him the AMAS tie and the AMAS cup, and then we'll follow it with asking him what he remembers of his SB. The 3-4 months हो गए हैं, but I'm sure you will remember a lot of things. Yeah. So Guwahati is a new SSB for Air Force, so we'll know more about how things happen in Guwahati. Okay, and now I would request Aditya to share his experiences of SSB. And one very interesting thing is that when he did the AMAS course, it was purely online. It was purely online. So that also speaks volumes of how he must have prepared in the online, and he will tell you what motivated him just before SSB. He called me and he spoke to me, and I told him go and read. And when he passed, he said, "Sir, I read all the notes we have prepared online." Okay, so we listen to his preparation, and maybe you will pick up some tips. Now, when successful students come to speak to you, don't take it lightly. Note down the point because they will leave back some golden things. They leave back some golden advice, the which path they have walked, how they have managed. So, from the interaction which you have, I sometimes feel that people are just listening. Yeah, you're listening very attentively, but from that, what you listen, if you pick up even two threads, you could use it yourself in reaching your goal. Okay, so Aditya, over to you.
Thank you, sir. So I did my coaching from, I won't say coaching, I took guidance from sir in the year 2020 in October. My SSB was due in December. It was for NDA. I went to Allahabad. I got screened out. The reason for me getting screened out was I was fearing the process of screening. Conference I was sure. स्क्रीनिंग हो गया तो कॉन्फ्रेंस तो पक्का निकल जाएगा, रिकमेंड तो हो ही जाऊंगा. बट स्क्रीनिंग के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा डर लग रहा था. I was like shivering for screening process, and I messed up the OIR. That was the reason I could not get screened in.
Why are you messed up?
Yes, sir. And I did not prepare for OIR much. I thought OIR है, written exam निकल गया तो OIR तो निकल ही जाएगा. It is not like that. Written में you get opportunities, but failing in OIR, it's like you have done everything, written part, preparing, and then if you fail for OIR, you don't even get to stay there for 5 days. I came dejected home, but I knew there was no point in AMAS's guidance that did hold me back. It was me who could not perform on that day. So I knew all the things that were taught to me in AMAS. I had written everything. Although I was the most notorious in the class, होमवर्क मिलते थे 4 प्रिपेयर करके आने हैं टॉपिक्स फॉर lecturate. Once I came prepared for only 2 topics, and sir started ki I'll ask anybody who has not prepared, bol do abhi. I was shivering. Online class mein bhi I was shivering, and I said, sir, please, sir, I have only prepared 2. Sir said ki okay, it's your luck. 4 mein se I'll say 1. It's 50-50. Either it will be from your prepared one or it will be. And my luck was so bad, it was from the unprepared one. Everybody in that lecture had scored around 70, 80, 90. I scored 12. But I went home. I was in home. I did my homework. I prepared everything, bilateral relations with many countries, not only the neighbors, Russia, America, UAE, Israel, many countries, United Kingdom, Australia. Those were not even said by sir. Sir only said prepare the major countries, but I prepared everything. Capitals, country capitals, everything. PM, president, everything. And now let me come to the May one SSB, in which I got recommended. First day I was in Guwahati. I didn't know Guwahati में only 50 लोग आते हैं for reporting. Only 50 people came. I was like अब तो यहाँ पे भी screen out हो गया फिर तो क्या ही बनूंगा ऑफिसर फिर. I got screened in. 25 of us got screened in, and later two of us got recommended. So screening procedure were very easy in FSB. Everything went smooth, and on that day only our psychology is done in AFSB. So AFSB में जब we were allowed to rest for 2 hours, we were said कि you go and sleep for 2 hours. Be mentally prepared for your psychology part. We came for the psychology part. 12 pictures of that. Can anybody guess how many were repeated? All 12. All 12 were repeated. No, sir. All 12, sir.
तो ब्लैंक होता है ना लास्ट
So blank.
हाँ ब्लैंक भी रिपीट होता
वो तो सबका रिपीट होता है. So everything was repeated. And before going for AFSB, sir had texted 1 week ago that these are few new words which are coming in SSB. There were around 15 words. 4 of the words also got repeated. So everything was cakewalk. 12 tat, सब कुछ रटा हुआ था. धक 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 धक. I wrote 60 WAT, all I could write, and in SRT I could complete 48. And SD, everybody knows what to do. अपने बारे में ही लिखना है. So psychology part was done. Day 2, our GTO started. And you know what we need to do in GTO. Sir has told, don't be aggressive in the group. Hold yourself back when two people are fighting. Chest number 2 and chest number 8, they were fighting. They were quarreling like anything. मैं बोलूंगा. One of them stood up and they were shouting, मुझे बोलने दो. I was like, I could not prepare. I could not perform here. I was thinking that. But when I came out, then I realized no, I had given my points. 2, 3 points I could give in both the topics. One topic was Naxalism. I am from Siliguri. Naxalbari is like around 50 kilometers away. Not 50 kilometers, 30 kilometers away from my home. So I knew everything. I was happy people selected Naxalism. I could give 2, 3 points, not more. It was a fish market. And the second topic was impact on India uh, for removal of like US withdrew from Afghanistan. So what are the impacts on India? There were 3 leads. I could only understand security issues. So I took that lead. I gave 2, 3 points. Not even 2, 3 points. Once I could speak, and people were very much, they were quarreling like anything. Chest number 2 and 8, I remember. And that was the time when I decided that GTO will ask, a GT mein, how will I make the group? It was clear in my mind. 2 and 8, I'll say even and odd. The moment GTO said, how should I make the group? I was the first one to start, sir, even and odd. 2 and 8 were out. I was odd number, I was 3. So
yes PGM HGT that time I'll tell them this
then PGT started. Is there coaching for PGT then?
yeah no yeah we just started it yeah
So बंदर नहीं बनना. You will
आज ही दिखाया दिखा था अंदर है बंदर आज ही you remember it right
and don't carry your the heavy things. Carry the rope. You will That will be easier for you. You will carry the rope. You will Because plank and bully, you can either keep it or you will keep it in your hand or you will keep it on the structure. But rope is where you will show कि हाँ I need to do this, I need to tie, I need to make a path or something. So always keep the rope in your hand and don't try to overcome don't try to be aggressive because people will go, they will get blank, they will come back, you will get opportunity there. If you are fresher, I hope. Repeaters, I don't know. I never been to a repeater batch. HGT आराम से हो गया and I knew. PGT आराम से हो गया and I knew.
you gave ideas
I gave many
Here also.
ideas.
Here
Yes,
also.
yes, sir.
HGTB हो गया, you let
HGTB हो गया.
two interferers were not there,
No.
2 and 8 were not there.
And
So how was the lecture?
सर lecture at I had prepared. I used to make videos. 3 minutes का video बनाता था.
अपना ही?
अपना ही खुद का.
Very good.
I had prepared all the relations. I had prepared all the organizations. These two I prepared, and few topics here and there. Terrorism, Naxalism, here and there, few topics.
What topic you got?
Sark I got.
Sark. Okay, so you have prepared Sark.
Impeccable speech. I never gave such a speech ever in my life. I had prepared that around 2 3 times. I have made video. I think I still have the video in my phone. Impeccable speech. एक second के लिए भी I did not stop. 3 minutes I was speaking, and others in my group they could speak hardly for 1 minute, 1.5 minute. They were fumbling and everything. Although I gave information wrong over there about SARC, about the countries, which all countries are there, but everything else was
Although you were confident. No?
yes, very confident.
And
Sir.
what kind of command task you got?
Command task
Easy or tough?
very tough because I was called. There were 8 people in the group. 7 times I was called. Like everybody called me. Everybody called me. So GTO made sure I was the last one to be called out, and GTO made sure that nothing gets repeated. And it was a weird kind of a situation. I had two planks, no bully, no rope, and there was a big ditch, like 8 feet ditch, and the planks were both planks were 8 feet tall. He gave he was giving me difficulties. I could surpass them easily, and he was trying to pressurize me. I knew he was trying to pressurize me. Commander, 5 seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one. And before he could reach one, I would always complete the task. Then after the GTO task, he asked me, "Where did you take guidance or coaching from?" I said, "Sir, in 2020, I went to Colonel MP, sir. He's in Greater Noida, AMAS coaching, sir." He was like, "He has done something for you." And he said that. Then I knew.
So I've never been to. So I've never. Let me give a disclaimer. I've never been to any Air Force assembly. I've never been. I've been to Army and Navy assembly. I've never been. But what I've been teaching you the concepts, I taught him online. Digital data. So keep the concepts in mind. So let's do the interview quickly. How was it?
My interview, before I could enter the interviewer's room, I was asked to wait for 30 minutes. I was like, something wrong. Did he call me? Did I miss out? Should I peek and check once? Has he missed out or something? I was waiting. And these 30 minutes, I was trying to figure out everything I could see. So all my five senses were active. I could smell everything. I could see everything. I could see all the trees. I closed my eyes and I was concentrating. I could hear 7 birds chirping. There was a car, president's car standing. I read all the 4 tires were different. One was milestone, one was C8. I was reading everything written there. I was very attentive there. कुछ भी पूछ सकता है. I am waiting 30 minutes. He'll ask something, but he did not ask. My interview lasted for 1 hour 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
That was the longest interview in our batch. And I don't know how it lasted 1 hour 45 minutes. I could not figure out the time inside. All the things were asked from my life, nothing from current affairs, not a single question. He only asked me one question from current affairs. Do you read newspaper? Yes, sir. Which newspaper? I said Indian Express. घर पे आता है ऑनलाइन पढ़ते हो? I said ऑनलाइन पढ़ता हूँ. He did not ask news. He asked me, tell me the pages on which what news is there.
I told him yesterday.
Sir told me in my batch also. I remembered while reading Indian Express. I had all 12, 13 pages in my head. I could say only 3, 4 there. And write the interview, all the CIQs, learn them, by heart them. Any changes you make ever in your life, adjust the changes because j- the sequence of questions the sir has given, same sequence he'll ask, and it will be like, हाँ पूछ लो, सब आता है. This was going in my head. CIQ one went like whatever I prepared or whatever I had written, I just vomited there. And I had two years from 2020 to 2022. All I was thinking, interview में, if he asks something, what if I reply him this? What will be the next question? All these 2 years I did this. What will be the next question? What will be the next question? And the very peculiar thing he asked me, कौन सा plane उड़ाना चाहते हो? Sir, I said, sir, Sukhoi 30. उसके लिए कौन सा ट्रेनर उड़ाना पड़ेगा. He was talking to me in Hindi also. I said, sir, BAE Hawk. So he asked me, what is the full form of BAE? I said, sir, this I don't know. I'll prepare. Systems, British Aerospace something engineering. So I said, ki I'll call my home and I'll get to know this. And before conference, I'll let you know. He asked me, कौन से country में बना है? I said, sir, United Kingdoms. He asked me, do you know the difference between United Kingdoms, England, and Great Britain? I didn't know. I said, sir, sorry, I don't know this. Sorry, sir, I don't know this. I'll again. I said, conference के पहले I'll tell you, sir. I'll prepare this before the conference. He said, क्यों नहीं पता? I was blank. What should I say? क्यों नहीं पता? What is the answer to क्यों नहीं पता? I said, sir. I thought for a while and said, sir, as it is, England is a very small country in the top of the corner of the map. I overlook that country almost every time go, almost every time I look through a map. So, sir, I never was fond of English, and I never put efforts in knowing them that they are different. This is the first time I got to know that these three are different. I thought these are same. So he laughed at me, and then that was the end of the interview. But he did not ask me difficult questions. He was making expressions as if I was boring him. He was yawning in the interview. While I was answering, he was yawning. Barbar, he was looking at his wristwatch. I had a feeling that pata nahi what I'm saying. Am I boring him or something? And one question he asked me, um, what are your previous experiences for SSBs? I said, sir, I got screened out from Allahabad. He made a very bad shakal. Ganda sa shakal he made. He cringed like anything. I couldn't figure out why did he cringe. For because they kicked out a deserving candidate then, or they are going to pick me again. That was the thought in my mind then. This is what they asked me and related. So my conference, I had to wait outside for 15 minutes, and all everything was in my mind was going that. On last day, sir will explain you why you need to wait on the last day on the before conference. I was waiting there for 15 minutes. Again, I was thinking, बुलाया भूल गए क्या? एक बार फिर से घुस का देख लूं. But they asked me, how was your stay? What did you do in this stay? And one peculiar thing about 5AFSB was that they don't want big answers. They'll say, give me point wise answers. And when you give point wise answers, you cannot think for the next point if you don't know already. So everything you prepare, all the news, if you are going for Guwahati or maybe other FSBs also, prepare point wise. These are the points I will say. Because he asked me benefits of running, and he said, give me point wise, not more than 3 words in each point. I was saying, sir, stamina, endurance, um, good start of the day, good routine, physical fitness, and he was keeping on saying, or batao, and all point wise. At a time, I was like, no, sir, I can't think of anything else. He asked me to drink water and think again. I said, no, sir, I can't think of anything else. And conference, he asked me, what are the activities you did with your friends? So वो I had prepared in my mind before, because I had prepared few things. What do you want to suggest, and what did you do here? So I had made points, 2 points: outdoor activities, indoor activities. Outdoor activities, very weird thing that in Guwahati the place is very small. We get to play with frisbee. All other SSB, I went to Dehradun for CPSS. I would see basketball court, tennis court, volleyball. Made, no? Yes, not fully. We got the frisbee. So I said, sir, we practice. Yes, sir. We were throwing frisbee here and there. Two of our frisbees went into the GTO ground also. So the frisbees got recovered. No, they got they did not get recovered. So overall, Aditya, was very interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Sir, I forgot one thing. Yeah. SSB के पहले you will see you will be made into a group where you will family group where you can practice things. Even if you cannot practice, you read what other people are saying, because 2 3 stories I copy pasted from there in my TAT. And there was a class in Telegram, online class, where we were supposed to write a PPDT story, and I messed up the diagram. Sir scolded me. Sir embarrassed me there. what are you people doing? कुछ दिन बाद SSB है, तुम लोग कुछ कर नहीं रहे हो. I was I was like, गलती हो गया. घर आके I ended the video call there. I was so embarrassed, and I prepared. I took out the notes, everything, every.
Zoom पे हुआ था ये, Zoom पे.
Yes, Zoom पे.
Zoom पे.
Telegram and Zoom पे.
Zoom
Okay.
पे हुआ था. And you sent it in Telegram.
Telegram, yes. So that was the turning point. I got that scolding. That thrashing was enough for me to get recommended. Thank you, sir.
See, when we get the students, sometimes even after you finish, and I sometimes I call you on Zoom, 6 months later, 4 months later, right, and give you something to practice. Sometimes I feel, and you do something wrong. Then obviously, how can an A-mass student do like this? How can he make such big errors? नए की स्टोरी बना दिया या कुछ और ऐसा उल्टा सीधा कर दिया, हीरो को डिस्क्राइब नहीं किया ढंग से. Either he has forgotten or he has gone haywire. What will happen now? He's not the only case I scolded. There's Mansi Malik, who's now in the training. She also remembered in her interaction here that, sir, had you not, scolded me, I would have not passed. She's passing out now as an officer, right? And when you meet such students, right, of course, as a mentor, when you scold, you never scold from your heart. You scold from your brain because you want the impact to go. The only aim of scolding is that the child, the student gets impacted and doesn't take it casually. Yeah. So we leave that story. What tips would you like to give them about the preparation? They're on the preparation mode. What tips would you like to give?
Whatever sir gives you homework, do it.
That they don't want to do it. Something else. Any shortcut.
That is the only thing you can do. That is the only thing. Lecture it is the only thing you can prepare for. News you can prepare for, and CIQ. सबका different है, सबको you know about your life. That is the only three things you can prepare. TAT, SRT, what will be there in your mind, you'll write. So I know sir has changed your mindset. Nike से Adidas बन गया है. Nike is only good for shoes. Life में Adidas.
Any question anybody wants to ask? Anybody?
Thank you. Lock and key system, sir has showed you.
Log and key, bana hai?
That is the only thing. Whatever Emma says, do that. Don't think anything. Don't go anywhere. Don't even prepare from any other site. Like you take up a picture and then you are going preparing. Half of the pictures are wrong. Half of the pictures are for female. Half of the pictures are for male. You will be preparing female. कुछ idea नहीं आएगा. Sir will give you a booklet at the end of the session.
अभी पहले दे दिया.
That is enough. That is enough.
आपके time we used to send you the
Yes sir.
by post.
Yes sir.
Now we issued them.
My class was online, so yeah.
Okay, any more question, anybody? I think I will give you a hand behind.
Your father, mother, sister, why do you quarrel with your family? What these things only. What are the qualities which you want? What are the qualities which you don't want? These are the few questions. You will know, but point wise. You just keep on repeating a point or elaborating a single point. They want point wise.
Any other probing question today? At least I will take the class from 3 to 4. Right? You can ask. Anything else you want to ask? That's all, okay. Quite a long. It has been quite a long meeting with him, and the sweets are waiting to be tasted by you. And one more thing, tomorrow's tea at Amas is going to be very special. Very special. Well, it is going to be the Darjeeling tea which Aditya has brought for us. Right. Since he knew that I generally don't take sweets, so he's got a 1 kg of Darjeeling tea since he belongs to Siliguri, and Siliguri and Darjeeling are very close. And I've studied in Darjeeling myself. Same district. The district is the same. So there are tea gardens. So he's got us, and tomorrow I'll tell her to make the Darjeeling tea. Thank you so much, Aditya. It was nice meeting you. First time we have met, by the way. Okay, and the way he has spoken speaks volumes of his preparation. And the second good news, which I will share once the Arjun removes the video, close the video.